Right, what are we doing today? We are continuing. I've just started this project basically. It's up there. Fascia boards and soffits. They're in a terrible condition, so we're scraping off, priming, top coating, and other jobs what need doing while we're up there. Maybe a odd bit of filling, pointing. So we've got relatively safe with the scaffold there and ladder, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go up and I've put some lashing eyes up there, screwed them in, but the bolt that I've used is not very good, the rope is terrible, so I'm going to replace those, get secure, get a trim back on these trees, and get going with this job. This job's been back in my mind for long enough. I'll just show you what kit we're going to be using. Get out of the shadow. Fresh bit of rope, climbing rope, 6 or 7 quid off eBay, including carriage, can't go wrong. Lashing eyes that we're going to screw up there, and they're going to stay up there all the way around the house for further servicing of the property when we need ladders or scaffolding, just to get nice and secure. Now they're from a customer of mine who sells vans, van parts, etc. Those are lashing eyes out of the back of the van, inside of the back of the van. Very secure they'll be. They're going to be secured with these bolts. Lightning bolts, I've been told they're called. No need for a plug or anything. Just got to make sure that you drill correct size. And these have a 17mm head and require a 10mm masonry bit. Obviously a 17mm socket to nip them up. Drill, edge cutter, and I've got myself a couple more stays there, which I'm going to fit as well, just to basically go across to the top there, just so I'm a bit more secure. So let's get on and have a go. Right, I've been up there and secured myself a bit more by putting those 2 bars across those stays, so it's a lot more, the platform's a lot more sturdy now, so I feel a bit more confident up there. So I'm going to get the drill up there and bolts, etc., and get a fresh lashing eye connected up. Right, so that's what I've been told to do, drill it out 10 mil and just tighten up basically. Right, I can see why people are impressed with them. That has gone in perfect, tight all the way. That is solid, brilliant job. Right, we're going to get this scaffolding platform tied up. I'm not perfect at making knots, but so long as it's secure, I'm sure we'll be fine. It's certainly better than not having any security on there at all. Not picked the best of days to be doing it. It's now started to tip it down with rain, but it'll be fine. Right, I think that's classed as a treble granny, maybe, I don't know, but it's certainly secure now to that anchor, to that lashing eye. And I'm going to go, as I go around the property, those are going to be installed, so nice and secure. Right, we'll get a bit clipped off. Right, we're now going to start what I came up here for to do in the first place, and that's the soffits and fascias. As you can see, I've had a good scrape off. Took off any loose, gave it a good sand down. We're down to decent wood, is that by looks, quite ancient. It's probably back to the 70s looking at some of those colours, but we've got a decent bit of timber to get some primer onto. Okay, and that is the product we're going to be using. I've been told it's pretty decent stuff, so that's what we're going for. We're going to go for this underneath edge first, I've been told. Get that done first. Bit awkward while I'm holding the camera, but that's what we'll do. Then we'll go for the outside edge last. Okay, regrettably I say regrettably, the way I look at it, I'm up here, so we need to get at the back of that gutter, so I've decided to take it off so I can scrape all the way up and obviously get plenty of paint right up there, because however careful I am, I'm never going to get that fully painted without taking the gutter off, and it gives me a chance to clean the gutter, so yeah, worth doing. Right, that's a start, is that? It's looking a bit better in comparison to where we're heading, that way. So yeah, it's going to be a vast improvement. Right, while we're up here, as I said, we're going to address any other issues, and as you can see, there's a gaping hole there in that mastic, so I'll give that a seal up, bottom of the window there. Right, I've adapted this telescopic window vac pole to have a go at scraping the moss off, and all I've done is that scraper, I've just ground it down to fit in there, so that'll enable me to have a go at scraping a bit of the moss while we're up there. Right, what I've decided to do is get access through my Velux window. I've got one at each side, so it's a little bit more of the roof I'll be able to get. It's not allowing me to video that so clever because the sun is sort of like against me, but basically that's the top of the roof there, and I'm just reaching out of my Velux window and getting what moss I can from here. So I can reach quite a lot from here with me just by hand and with me extension pole, so I'll get all this off through my Velux window. You can see down there where I have tackled it. Okay, we're on with the top coat now, which is this Johnston's Trade Woodworks opaque wood finish, white. I've been told this is a quality paint, so we're going to get a coat on. We've got most of this first stage done actually, so just going to continue in. Obviously give it a sand before I put this coat on. I'll let this dry, I'll give it 24 hours, give it a sand and put a top coat on. But yeah, it's looking good, is that. Okay, that's this first section done. It's been the longest because I've had to wait for the top coat, but that's the gutter back on. Both coats, primer, top coat, 2 of each, and I've got the cable back on the coax, the satellite coax, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. And while I'm up here, give the window another rinse off. So yeah, it's move on time. Okay, it does look a bit overkill, does that, I suppose, but like I say, it's gonna be 10 times better than what it was. While I'm up here, I might as well fill these gaps in, so yeah, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Right, we've got one side done, 2 more to go. Looking much better, is that? Right, we're back on the fascias and soffits, and what I've come across is my old porch or roof, little roof what goes over the doorway. It has looked a mess, obviously not like that because I've had a go pulling it down, but I'm going to strip it down, take it down completely because it was rotted, absolutely rotted. So that's coming down and tidied up. Right, that bit took off. I had to get the chainsaw just to cut them pieces those like joist bits, those pieces of wood there, and it's left me with a good piece of lead, which I'm hoping I'm going to be able to cut to size and fold it up over there and cover that. I've just cut that bit of lead, what was left over from the porch roof, and that's just going to act as a cover until I get a fresh piece, because it's not quite long enough in that. So that'll do for now and keep it something like watertight. Right, we're back on this filling the gap in, basically, where we've pulled that porch away. So obviously various ways of doing this. I have been advised that I can do it with wood, so that's what I'm going to do, or should I say I have done. I'll show you what I've cut out to fit into there. Right, I've fashioned that piece of wood to fit in that gap. Practice of my woodworking skills. Was a little bit awkward, but I'm hoping that'll fill the gap. And that was found in a skip as well, was that longish length, cut it down to length. So yeah, brilliant job. It's looking hopefully a good tight fit. Just give it a knock in with the hammer. That's not a bad fitting, that. Once we've pointed each end up, quite pleased with that. And we're tight up underneath here as well. We'll get some sealer under there. That's a pretty good job, is that? Right, I've fashioned a piece of cord for lead. Hopefully that's going to fit. So yeah, let's go and offer it up. Right, that's the piece of lead roughly on. Just got a case of trapping it and making it secure. Right, we're back here again. After knocking that wall about a bit, taking the porch off, knocking the brickwork a bit, getting that piece of wood in underneath that flashing, we've managed to crack the brickwork. So, and that's where I had a go at pointing up, but I didn't do a very good job, obviously. So I'm going to grind it out using that, which has got about a 5mm thickness on it, 5 or 6mm thickness. So it's going to grind that out well and enable me to get plenty of mortar in and hopefully get a better joint. So let's give it a go. Right, I'll give that a good rake out. Gone over the basically the bits that I filled in and extra bits as well. So that's left me some ample room to get some mortar in, I'm hoping. So let's get on and get a mix. We're just mixing some mortar up. I've done mine to 4 to 1, obviously bit by bit, just a little bit of water, because like they say, you can't take the water out if you put too much in, so just bit at a time, and get the, hopefully, if I've watched enough YouTube videos, get the consistency right, so that apparently when it's on your trowel, turn it upside down, it won't fall off. So let's see. I put a bit of fairy liquid in as well. Good tip from the brother-in-law for plasticizing it. It's not really worth buying a full tub of a bottle of plasticizer, just to make it a bit more flexible. I think that's the idea. Right, we're armed with our tools, what we need. I forgot what that's called, but basically I'm going to use that for shoving it into the joints. That's a pointing tool, and a little trowel there, and I've got a scraper which I might use for, I think they call them the perps, and my homemade hawk. So let's have a go to see if we can get more in the joints than on the floor. Right, I'm finding it easier using the paint scraper. I know it's not the correct way, but I think this mix what I've done is a little bit wet. So it's dropping off the proper pointing tool to get it in there, but I seem to be getting plenty in. Right, that's all my perps done. Don't look perfect, I know, but it would appear that I've got more in the joints than on the deck. So yeah, I think it's going okay. Right, on the bed planes, it's a bit hard to film without a tripod, so basically I'm holding that end up to the joints and just pushing it in with this tool, and it appears to be working well. That's so far, and obviously we've got to clean that off with a tool, scrape it off, so it's not looking too bad really. Right, we're now going to neaten it up a bit by using this tool, going down all the perps. It's actually going off really fast. I ought to have done it a bit sooner, but it's looking okay. Let's finish that pointing job off. Not too bad really, considering I'm not a bricklayer, so yeah, that's improved it again. Very good. Right, that's another side continued. This has been the longest one, with taking the porch down, etc. But it's coming on good now. We're on the final home straight. Once we get around this corner. That's what we're continuing on with.